Are you Miss Meena or Meenakshi?
Meena, sir.
Oh. Please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Meena Kesarapu. I am from Hyderabad, Telangana. I am a graduate of medical sciences, and my areas of interest include short story writing and reading and traveling, sir. That's it, sir.
So you are a medical.
Yes,
sir. Can you please tell us what are the major medical changes which are required in the primary health care? Have you thought about it?
Yes, sir.
Please.
Yes, sir. Sir, the major changes would be the attendance of doctors in the primary healthcare centers at present, sir, and the infrastructural development and the kind of quality healthcare that is being available at the primary level, sir. It includes a diagnostic tests and also the availability of healthcare machinery mainly, sir. Those are of main concern at present, sir.
So suppose if government comes up with a rule and regulation saying that the doctors, qualified doctors after completing their medical graduation should serve in the rural places with a stipend or so for an year or two. Will you agree to it?
Sir, it was already actually a regulation in the olden days, sir, where there was compulsory rural.
Was it implemented any time?
Yes, sir, it was implemented before, sir, in the before 2014 and then, sir. But then the
Which state has implemented this?
in Andhra Pradesh itself there was a GO regarding the compulsory rural service, sir, after PG. But then it was removed, sir. The mandatory service was removed, and now it is available for the voluntary service, sir. Who are interested can go for the rural service.
But how many do you think are actually going for this voluntary service?
Not many are going. It's not because of the service, sir, but it is mainly because of the infrastructure and the stipend levels and the quality of healthcare that is available.
What is the stipend given to them?
Sir, at the rural service of whatever I had the information, it is around 45 to 50,000, sir.
Do you think it's enough?
Sir, it is enough, but it is not given.
Suppose if a doctor, the medical graduate goes to a hospital, private hospital as an employee, will they pay more than this?
Yes, sir. This is right, sir. But it is not been given in a regular interval, sir. It is being postponed more.
Is it according to you genuinely, is it the main reason or something else is prompting them to avoid it? You are saying lack of facilities. No, you are supposed to improvise them. That's why you are being pushed to the rural areas to work there, so that you are saying it is one of the problems identified that we are not going to rural areas, or primary health care is not adequate enough. So if these medical graduates go there, so that itself on a rotation basis, every college sends 300, 400 candidates to, let us say 300, 400 villages. So I think task achieved.
Sir, that will be a good move when they are provided with the facilities further, sir. Like not only a presence. Yes, sir. What I meant here is the presence of a mere doctor presence is not enough, sir. The presence of drugs available, drugs should be there, and the proper medication, proper bed facilities should be present, so as to treat.
So that's the reality. Let them face it.
Yes, sir. But a mere presence of the doctor will not affect it. Will not make a change. But that will not be understood at the rural level, sir.
Do you think we have in India we have handled the COVID pandemic in a better way?
Yes, sir.
Are you confident that our medical system is robust enough?
Sir, it handled in a better way, sir, but it could have performed still way more better, sir.
Like what?
Sir, like the initial panic that was created in the public, that could have been handled by the doctors with through telemedicine consultations and through awareness campaigns from the colleges. That can be done, sir, further.
Have you heard about Elizabeth Dodna? Elizabeth Dodna? After COVID, based on the vaccine is developed on which technology? There are two types of vaccines. Can you explain?
So the COVID vaccines are mainly based on the mRNA standard RNA virus vaccines, sir. Mostly vector inactivated vaccines.
Okay. So go ahead. I asked about some scientist. So there is a link. This lady scientist got a Nobel for.
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall.
Have you about CRISPR technology?
Yes, sir. It is a science. It is a technique related to cutting of the genes with in addition to the mutations.
So thus that CRISPR technology is used with respect to mRNA, and which is precisely used in the vaccine development.
Sorry, sir. I'll read about it.
Please go ahead.
So Meena, you are from which district?
Sorry, sir.
You are from which district?
Rangareddy, Hyderabad, sir.
Right from your childhood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but your parents are originally from Kadapa.
Yes, sir.
Have you got a chance to go to Kadapa?
Yes, sir. Due to my father's transfers, I had to move. We moved to Kadapa during my school, at the end of my schooling, sir.
If you compare Telangana with the Rayalaseema region, where do you think farmer suicides are more in number? Farmer suicides.
So, according to the information on the reports basis, at present the farmer suicides are more in Rayalaseema region, sir, in compared to Telangana.
More than Telangana region?
At present, the rate of farmer suicides have improved in Telangana, sir, but it is still lagging in Rayalaseema, sir.
Okay, so what are the reasons behind farmer suicides in Rayalaseema region? And how they are different from the farmer suicides in Telangana region? The difference in the reasons between both.
Sir, in Rayalaseema region, it is because of the low productivity and also no presence of water and also low irrigation capabilities there, sir. And also no availability of social factors such as education, employment also, that led to the higher rate of suicides in Rayalaseema region, sir.
See, farmer suicides and unemployment, what is the relation?
Sir, in a farmer family, mostly a farmer, the father, head of the family is mostly taking the farmer setup, but he is making the children to go for the other than farming activities, and in that case, because of the lack of their social abilities, the children are not able to get the jobs at required time, and they are being unemployment, leading to financial problems of the family further, sir. In Telangana region, it was also mostly because of the lower productivity and low availability of resources, sir, and because of the increased irrigation facilities being increased in Telangana nowadays, and also the financial support being offered, reduced the number of farmer suicides at present, sir.
So what is the financial support offered by Telangana government to farmers, and what is the support offered by AP government to farmers? Can you compare the schemes?
Yes, sir. In Telangana, it is the Raitu Bharosa scheme, sir, where the input subsidy and the financial support of around 7,500 in 2 terms is given to the farmers per year, sir. In Andhra, it is Raitu Bandhu program, where the similar kind of input subsidy and the financial support is being given in the amounts of around up to 10,000 per year, sir.
So almost same, right?
Yes, sir.
Then how are you saying Telangana is supporting farmers better than Andhra Pradesh?
The irrigation facilities that are being provided are better in Telangana when compared to Rayalaseema region, sir.
Okay, so only irrigation is the difference, main difference.
Sir, at present I could think of only that reason, sir.
Can you name any state with highest farmer suicides?
Sorry, sir, I am not able to recall.
Okay. So you spent your entire life in Hyderabad, right?
Yes, sir, most of it.
In Hyderabad. Tell me the major industries in Rangareddy district. Among all the industries, the major industries which are getting most of the revenue in the secondary sector in the Rangareddy district.
Sir, it would be the manufacturing industries of chemicals and fertilizers at Maulali. It is one of the biggest one in Hyderabad, sir. And the other would be the pharmaceutical setup, sir. And also the textiles textile parks available in Rangareddy, sir.
So one is chemical fertilizer, second is pharma, third textile. Tell me locationally why pharma sector is here?
So it is because the presence of it is mainly based on the economical significance, sir, because of the higher opportunities, higher economic capabilities, and also higher medical facilities, higher quality of medical facilities are being available in this region, sir.
You mean to say the market for the product is good here?
Market is good, and also the quality of healthcare provided is good, sir, which is required for the pharmaceuticals, like in terms of manufacturing and also in terms of marketing.
Now discuss same regarding Kadapa, the major industries of Kadapa.
Sir, even though the market is present, but the capabilities are little bit low compared to.
No, I want to know the major industries of Kadapa.
Sir, the major industries are regarding the cement factory and mostly related to minerals and minerals like minerals, sir. Mostly cement, limestone, and varieties. Mostly they are concentrated only on the housing sector, allied sector, sir. But the other industries are not much more available in Kadapa, sir.
Tell me the potential that is there in Kadapa, which is untapped. Industrially, there is a lot of potential, but there is untapped. Can you think of anything like this in Kadapa?
Sir, what I could think of at present is the medical setup, medical pharmaceuticals can be developed, sir, because of the presence of government medical college is present there, and it is nearby to.
1 second, because of government college, you have developed pharma industry.
Not a pharma industry, sir, in the initial state, but medical devices park or something related to the medical setup can be started in the initial stages.
Okay, my last question to you. You may be knowing the quacks. Quacks are still prevalent in India, right?
Yes.
Why? Because of lack of
Awareness.
lack of medical practitioners also in rural areas.
Yes,
There are a lot of this gap filled by these quacks. So, do you think government has to ban these quacks, or shall we train them and make use of them?
So banning would be not a complete closure to this, sir. Instead, training them in the presence of medical practitioners would be a better measure to reduce such incidents.
Is it happening presently, training of quacks?
I am not aware of it, sir.
Have you met any quack in your life?
No, sir.
Have you met an RMP?
Yes, sir.
So, do you think RMPs are as a support system or almost like a cracks?
Sir, they are in some cases a support system, definitely, sir, not completely opposite to the public health care. But because of the lack of awareness and knowledge, sometimes it becomes a disadvantage to the medical practitioners, sir.
Because because of these quacks, many diseases are not diagnosed at the right time, and because of wrong advice, there is a huge loss of life also. Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, over to sir.
Please.
So you mentioned about Science Olympiad. How has your involvement in Science Olympiad shaped your approach to problem solving and critical thinking?
Sir, it helped me in thinking like how the things work firstly, sir. At that age, it made me think out of the box of how the phenomenon has been occurring and how to understand the phenomena and how it could be helpful to me in that age. So it helped me develop an interest in biological sciences too, sir, which later made me to take up medicine as my career, sir.
Okay. So you mentioned about anti-ragging also, you are head of the anti-ragging. Share your thoughts on the legal framework in place regarding anti-ragging.
Sir, yes, sir. At present, there are legal prosecutions against ragging in the colleges, sir. But because of lack of effective implementation and lack of reporting of the cases, they have not been effectively targeted, sir. So instead of not only with the legal prosecutions, but also with the effective sensitization of the students at the college level, at the institutional level, could prevent them the further incidents.
So any amendments needed in legal framework?
Not amendments, but the effective implementation is further needed, sir.
So it's sufficient.
Yes, sir.
Is does this ragging has any positive effects?
Yes, sir. Ragging in a sense is actually a form of social interaction generally, sir. But because of the excitement and also the peer pressure, it generally takes an ugly turn. But because of the normal social interaction, it develops a bond between the senior and junior that might help in the further in his further life, and also it helps them to develop a kind of team attitude, sir, which might help them further in their studies and also the medical.
So if you ban ragging, so these are the negative effects of ragging, where the juniors and seniors may not be friends. There will be a lack of camaraderie amongst them in the college. So why ban ragging?
Sir, we are not banning the social interaction, but the offences that are being created under ragging, sir. Even the legal laws which ban ragging include the offences which comes under the term ragging. So only those acts are being banned, sir.
So certain element of ragging is required.
Sir, I don't call it ragging, but the interaction is definitely necessary for the students, sir. Sir, I would call it interaction, sir, senior interaction.
So you participated in Ramakrishna mission. Like this. So explain the principles and teachings of Swami Vivekananda, particularly those resonate with you.
Sir, the main that would resonate with me to look beyond the religious dogmas, sir, and also to believe in the universality of the religions, and that all the faiths teach the same path to reach God, and it is something beyond the spiritual realism, sir.
Since you are into quizzing, I just got this idea, this question. What is the original name of Vivekananda?
Narendranath Dutt, sir.
Continue with the vaccine development. See, we have been able to develop vaccine for COVID within a year, but why we are not able to find a proper vaccine for AIDS, HIV AIDS?
Sir, the research is still going on, sir. It is based on the multiplication of the virus that is being targeted at. The rate at which the the HIV virus multiplicates, it is still not being completely not studied, and it is not being able, the scientists are still not being able to control the replication rate at first, sir. So the
Is AIDS still a dangerous disease?
Sir, with proper awareness and
No, I am asking, is AIDS still a dangerous disease
yes, sir.
as it was projected to be?
Sir, it is actually a dangerous disease if not taken care of, because of the effects it produces on the body, sir.
Any idea about the numbers in India? Number of deaths due to AIDS, number of patients affected by AIDS?
I am not aware of the exact figures, sir.
But compared to number of cases in 1980s and 90s, the cases have been reduced across the world in general and particularly in India. Yes. So what are the measures, what are the steps have been taken so far to reduce the danger caused by the AIDS and HIV and AIDS?
Sir, in the 80s and 90s, it was mostly due to the unhealthy practices being followed, which led to the transmissibility of the diseases, sir, like usage of surgical needles for the same patients. Such practices were being dismantled by now, and also the early reporting of the cases and frequent treatment with the antiretroviral therapy has reduced the number of cases at present.
No measures? Any programs? Have you been aware of the 1990 program? Where did you do your internship?
In
Cornell Medical College. Suppose during your internship, suppose a patient with cardiac tamponade visited you to get his BP measured. How will you measure? So how will you ask him to breathe to measure BP? A patient with cardiac tamponade.
Sir, I am not able to understand the question. Sorry, sir.
Suppose we will ask him to breathe faster, breathe very high, breathe normal. How will you ask them to breathe?
At a normal rate, sir. At a normal rate.
Normal rate. Okay. So you are also writing short stories. So how short story is different from a normal story?
Sir, short story is generally different because of the number of words used and the characters being played in the story, sir. In comparison to a story, it is generally a shorter one in number of words ranging from around 1000 to 7000, sir.
Can
What
you
about-
tell one short story which you have written? Just brief.
Of my personal, yes, sir. Sir, I generally write my experiences at the medical college, sir, as a short story. And what I would like to share now is the experience of a senior doctor, sir, how she examined a case and without any investigations to be done, she diagnosed the case, sir. She diagnosed the case which was not even diagnosed by the super specialty hospitals in that area for the past 6 months. Just with the mere complete history taking from the patient, madam was able to diagnose the case, and even the disease which was not being treated and the patient hadn't improved from the past 6 months, with just that one episode she was able to return to her normal state in about 10 days, sir.
So what is the disease he has diagnosed?
Cerebellar dysfunction, sir. Actually, a 6-year-old girl with the cerebellar dysfunction has come to the OPD with the disturbance in gait and disturbance in body movements, sir. All of them were mainly concentrating on the cerebellar dysfunction, but no one took the complete history of the past 2 years of the baby girl, sir. So when ma'am asked about the history, even about the vaccination details from past 2-3 years, then the parents were able to give the information of a viral infection, sir, varicella zoster for the girl. So after taking such information, when the varicella zoster virus, she took the vaccine, but it wasn't enough for the girl. So when ma'am treated that one single reason just by the history, the girl was able to talk and walk again in a normal manner in just 10 days, sir.
This you have made as a short story.
Yes, sir. That was how it impressed me, like how better history taking should be done without wasting the patient's resources also, sir.
And this you have made as a short story.
Yes. Cerebellar dysfunction, sir. Actually, a 6-year-old girl with the cerebellar dysfunction has come to the OPD with the disturbance in gait and disturbance in body movements, sir. All of them were mainly concentrating on the cerebellar dysfunction, but no one took the complete history of the past 2 years of the baby girl, sir. So when ma'am asked about the history, even about the vaccination details from past 2-3 years, then the parents were able to give the information of a viral infection, sir, varicella zoster for the girl. So after taking such information, when the varicella zoster virus, she took the vaccine, but it wasn't enough for the girl. So when ma'am treated that one single reason just by the history, the girl was able to talk and walk again in a normal manner in just 10 days, sir.
This you have made as a short story.
Yes, sir. That was how it impressed me, like how better history taking should be done without wasting the patient's resources also, sir.
What are the major components of a story generally? What should the story contain? And we can call it as a story. Because what you said is an experience.
Yes, sir. I write
But
it as a
st-
story, sir.
But what are the major components of a story?
Some major components mostly include the narrator and the main character of the story, and the plot which is being discussed in a form of a small episode kind of, sir.
What are the background and theme?
It can be as according to the story, according to the plot, sir. It can be rural, it can be the urban area or English, sir.
So have you know about any short story writers from Andhra Pradesh?
From Andhra Pradesh, I haven't. I don't know, sir.
Or
And
Telangana
then-
also okay.
Telangana also. Or from both states?
You are asking Telugu or English authors? Any?
Because
Who is your favorite short story author?
Sudha Murthy and Tagore, sir.
Tagore. So what are the compilation of Tagore short stories? There is a book compilation of short stories.
Sir, the compilation I haven't read, but separate stories I have read of Tagore, sir.
What is that story?
Kabuliwala, Mashi.
Kabuliwala you read in Telugu, no, non-detail. So what is the Kabuliwala? Can you please tell us Kabuliwala?
Yes, sir.
Please tell us.
Yes, sir. Sir, it is a short story regarding the fatherly affection of a father, of how he sees his daughter from a small, grow from a small baby to a woman and leave his house finally. And he understands the affection remains the same no matter the caste or a gender or a person from any background, and it remains the same, sir.
But why the name Kabuliwala? What is the significance of the name Kabuliwala to this plot?
Sir, in that story, along with the father, the daughter meets a person named Kabuliwala, means a dry fruit seller, sir, there actually. He meets the girl and he befriends her, and they develop an affectionate bond, which then later disappears as he moves to the jail. And after a certain amount of years, the Kabuliwala returns and again asks the father to allow him to meet her daughter, but he doesn't allow her. But after certain preposition, he allows the Kabuliwala to meet his daughter. Then the affection that he could see in her Kabuliwala and the letter presented by Kabuliwala, he recognizes that no matter how a person is from which culture he is or the background he is, the fatherly affection or the emotions remain the same, sir.
Why did he go to jail, Kabuliwala, in this story?
Sir, in that the story, the Kabuliwala sells the dry fruits to a person, and he couldn't, and he in turn fights for his money, sir, which he did not pay as per the dry fruits. Dry fruits and also lends money, sir. Sorry, and he doesn't accept it, and he makes it fights it with it, sir.
So what are the main? What was the message that Rabindranath Tagore wanted to give through story? 4 or 5 messages. Same story.
Through the same story, sir. Sir, it is the emotions of a person remain same in all forms, whether he is male or a female or from a rural background or an urban background, and among all the genres, sir. The familiar affection and the emotions of love, affection, it remains the same, sir.
So don't you think he also wanted to highlight some of the stereotypes present in the society?
Yes, sir.
Okay. One last question related to your medical field. So recently government is thinking to introduce exit test for MBBS graduates and cancel altogether the NEET PG exam. Do you think because of this measure there will be changes in the higher education in the medicine field?
Yes, sir, there will certainly be changes for this, sir. But proper measures should be taken that this exam will be conducted for the batches, those who are from the first year onwards, sir. Like in between the batches who are at present in the third year and final year, that would be a problem for those batches, sir.
Yeah. See, you have narrated a story, your personal experience, right? What is the moral of that story, or what you want the reader to take from that story?
So that is mainly how effectively to utilize the resources and how effective should a doctor be, sir, mainly.
Okay. So tell me 5 major problems, medical problems in India.
Sir, regarding the diseases or regarding the administration, sir?
Administration.
May I take a few seconds for this? Yes, sir. Sir, first thing would be the recruitment of doctors to the rural areas. That will be a major issue, sir. And the second would be the regulations on the private sector of health, sir, regarding the clinics and also the fees being charged upon the public, sir. And third would be the reporting of medical negligent cases, sir, and the actions taken against them. And fourth would be the toxicity and the harassment among the medical professionals, sir.
What do you mean by toxicity and harassment?
Sir, it is mainly regarding the regarding the area of work, sir, like how in what kind of environment they are being working on, and the amount of work that is being ascertained to them, sir. Like it.
So you mean doctors are utilized?
Not yeah, it is they are overburdened with the work, sir, in addition.
In your story, while narrating it or at the conclusion, you said a very important term, medical history. Do you think in India people are maintaining medical history?
Yes, sir. Is it on the public concern or on the private, sir?
Yeah, public, general public, you and me, we don't have a general doctor like family doctors. So maintaining medical history in India is a very difficult thing. Families are not maintaining it, right? So tell me what measures we can do or how we can educate people to maintain medical history.
Sir, actually at present the government's mission of National Digital Health Mission, where people can upload their documents, those in physical form, would help in a better extent of pertaining to medical history maintenance, sir. And also awareness among the youth, to educate both the youth and as well as their families, so that the medical history can be maintained in a proper way, and also the use of digital media can be made sure, sir.
Another problem that you said is regulating the fee, right? Tell me, are there any states that are regulating it?
Sir, I am not aware of it, sir.
See, is year 2023 a year of El Nino?
Yes. Both El Nino and La Nina.
What is the difference between these two?
Sir, El Nino is the year of mostly in normal terms it is the year of drought, sir, and La Nina is the year of floods, sir. Actually,
Year of
floods, increased rainfall, sir.
So you are saying there is drought as well as more rainfall.
Yes, sir. It is both a triple dip La Nina, sir. Actually, so water circulation, it is mainly regarding the flow of winds from the Australian on the western coast of the Australian continent and to the sorry, sir, may I reconsider my words. Sir, it is the circulation of winds from western coast of Peru to the eastern coast of Australia, sir. It is mostly from the west to easternwards, and based on the formation of higher pressure zones and the lower pressure zones, the air circulates from west coast of Peru to eastern coast of Australia in a cell-wise movement, sir.
That is called La Nina, no?
Walker cell circulation, sir. Actually, that in relation, it affects the pressure circulations nearby African continent, sir, near the Madagascar, which in turn affects the area, in turn affects the rainfall patterns of India, sir.
See, you're a MBBS graduate from reputed college that you passed with distinction. Why did you take medical science as optional, rather you opted for geography?
Sir, it is because of purely my interest in the subject, sir, that made me to take geography as an optional, because I was interested in knowing newer subject than the medical.
So you studied medical.
Geography is such a dry subject. What is there of interest?
Sir, but based on the natural phenomena and the different variants of geography, sir, including human geography, like how it affects the society, how it affects the culture of a society, how it affects in every single aspect, sir, for the industries and also.
You like human geography more or physical geography?
Human geography.
More.
Tell me how geography affects the culture, taking an example.
So, geography, like the presence of physical conditions and the physical topography of an area, presence of hills or a presence nearly to proximity to a water resource, definitely impacts the culture in a way that they are more.
Take any geographical location of your choice. Tell how geography affected or shaped their culture.
So that can be more evident in Northeast, sir, because of the tribal culture that emerged due to the isolation and also the topographical presence of hills and their isolation from the mainland made them isolated, and the fear of outsiders, and it impacted the culture of Northeast, where they built their houses in such a way, in a higher manner, so as to protect so as to show it as a measure of defense, sir. In that way,
Okay, I will ask one particular location rather, because you have been in Hyderabad for last 25 years.
in between.
Okay. So tell me how the geography of Hyderabad shaped the culture of Hyderabad.
Sir, here the geographical conditions, like it is the central location of India, and the weather of Hyderabad, which is balanced way in both summer and winter, and the strategical location, it attracted people from all parts of India to live in Hyderabad, sir.
But what is the culture of Hyderabad? Tell me.
Sir, it is a multi-diverse,
Okay.
diversified one, sir.
Okay, then what culture should you have? What are the components of a culture, first of all?
So first would be the diversity, the language, and the religions being followed, and the practices being followed, sir. And the diversified diversified practices, religions, and the languages being spoken in Hyderabad can be seen, sir.